This is the final video on the storage series. This video is about understanding the NodeAffinity and also selecting uh, persistent volumes using label selectors. So let's start and try to understand the question. Let's set the context. Create a persistent volume and a persistent volume claim using an existing storage class named gold stcck to meet the following requirements. So first, step 1 is to create a persistent volume. The name is gold pvcka, the capacity is 50 mi, the host path is opt gold stcck, the storage class is gold stcck, and the new thing that we are going to learn today is we have to ensure that the persistent volume is created on node 01, where the path which we are using for the volume host path already exists as a directory. Now we also have to apply a label to the persistent volume with key tier and value white. The second step is to create a persistent volume claim. The name is gold pvc CKA. So we're going to request 30 mi of storage from that volume gold pvcka using the match labels criteria. We also use the gold stcck storage class and set the access mode to read write many. Now, one of the first things we need to understand is, in order to request a persistent volume using a persistent volume claim, it should have enough capacity. The volume should have enough capacity, and the access mode of the persistent volume claim should be same as the persistent volume. So let's try to create the persistent volume. Label is, the key is tr and the value is white. Storage class name is gold stcCKA. Storage capacity is 50 mi. Now from the document, the access mode is read write once. We need to change it to read write many, because otherwise it will not be bound, because the access modes are different. And the host path is gold stcck opt. Now I was not able to find any documentation in the persistent volume section to do the NodeAffinity, so I searched Google. So we've got this section. I'll just copy paste this and spec. So that is under here. We might have to fix the indentation a little bit. So all this is saying is match the expression where the Kubernetes hostname key should be in one of these values. We don't have a list of nodes, we just have one node. So we'll just put node 01 here and try to create the persistent volume and see what happens. It's created and it's got a NodeAffinity and it is at the required path using the storage class. It's got the label here which is equal to white and the name is gold PVCKA, and here we have given a condition where it has to be created on node 01. Now let's create the PVC persistent volume claim, and we need to ask it to create on this particular volume using the label. So that's when we need to use label selector, but let's just try to create the PVC with other properties and we'll come to the label selector part. So the name is gold PVC CKA, storage class is gold STC CKA, and access mode is read write many, storage is 30 MI, and this is where we have to have the selector. So I already have my window open, so if you can see, select persistent volume using label persistent volume claim, and this is the section, select match labels and your key and the value. So I'll copy and paste here. We just have one label, t equal to white, and we will now create persistent volume claim by applying the manifest file. Let's try to get persistent volume claim and persistent volume. So it is in pending mode. That could be because the storage class could have, like, it could be waiting for the first customer. If we have got a pod that is using a claim, we probably would see that it is bound. Anyway, now that completes the solution. Let's try to check. Okay, validation is successful. Now that is how you will use a label selector to access persistent volume in a persistent volume claim, and also use the NodeAffinity to create the persistent volume on a particular node. Now if you like my video, please like and subscribe. I will see you in the next section in a different playlist. Thank you. Bye.